In a world often tumultuous and chaotic, there exists a group of remarkable individuals, the Stoic women. These silent warriors embody serenity, standing firm against life's storms with a presence that transcends mere words. Their strength and maturity challenge conventional norms, drawing us into an ocean of ancient wisdom. As we journey through their stories, we uncover their mastery over emotions, transforming potential turmoil into clarity and purpose. Each decision they make is a reflection of their inner fortitude, reminding us that true power lies not in the absence of feelings, but in the ability to respond with grace. This exploration invites you to awaken your own latent strength, urging you to navigate life's challenges with intention and resilience. By the end, you're not just a spectator, you're a participant in a transformative experience, ready to redefine what it means to live fully and meaningfully. Join us as we delve into the essence of Stoic women, and discover how to become a beacon of serenity in your own life. 1. Self-confidence. Self-confidence in Stoic women is not the loud, brash kind we often see portrayed in modern society, where people wear their confidence like a suit of armor. Instead, it's a quiet, unshakable force, something deeply rooted in the core of their being. Imagine a tree that stands tall and firm during a storm, not because it's shouting at the wind, but because its roots are anchored deeply in the earth. That's the essence of Stoic self-confidence. It's intriguing because it comes from an inner clarity, a profound understanding of their own value that isn't tied to external validation. They don't need applause or approval to know their worth. It's cultivated through a relentless practice of self-awareness and emotional mastery. They understand that their confidence isn't dependent on fleeting success or the opinions of others, but on their ability to control their own thoughts and actions. What makes this self-confidence so captivating is its resilience. While others might falter under criticism or failure, Stoic women use these moments as fuel. Criticism becomes feedback, failure becomes a stepping stone, and doubt is an opportunity for reflection. Their confidence is built on the Stoic principle of focusing on what they can control, their reactions, their efforts, their integrity, and releasing everything else. It's this mastery over their inner world that gives them an aura of calm certainty, even in the midst of chaos. In a world where many chase fleeting external validation, Stoic women remind us that true self-confidence is an inward journey. It's not about projecting an image, but about cultivating an inner strength that is unshakable, no matter the circumstances. This kind of confidence is magnetic, not because it's shouted from the rooftops, but because it's quietly and consistently lived. 2. Direct communication. Direct communication in Stoic women is like a finely honed blade, sharp, precise, and without unnecessary embellishment. It's not harsh, but it cuts through the noise, the pretenses, and the superficiality of modern conversation. Imagine someone who, in a room full of swirling opinions, distractions, and hidden agendas, speaks with such clarity and purpose that every word lands with weight and intention. That's the power of Stoic direct communication. What makes it so intriguing is its simplicity and elegance. Stoic women don't waste time with empty flattery, veiled comments, or indirect hints. Instead, they practice a kind of conversational minimalism, where each word is chosen with care and honesty. It's as if they've stripped away all the unnecessary layers of communication, leaving only the core truth exposed. And this truth, even when difficult, is delivered with respect and calm, never aimed to harm but to clarify. The allure lies in its effectiveness. When Stoic women communicate, there's no guessing what they mean, no dancing around the point. They say what needs to be said, not to dominate the conversation, but because they understand that clear communication fosters stronger relationships, deeper understanding, and greater efficiency. This directness also signals confidence. They aren't afraid of honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. But it's not just about being blunt or outspoken. Their direct communication is tempered by wisdom and empathy. They know when to speak and when to listen, understanding that timing and delivery are just as important as the message itself. They approach conversations not with a need to win, but with a desire to align actions with reason, to bring clarity where there is confusion, and to solve problems instead of creating more. In a world where communication is often clouded by overthinking, indirectness, or fear of judgment, Stoic women embody the refreshing quality of saying what they mean and meaning what they say. It's a kind of honesty that isn't abrasive, but empowering, both for themselves and for those around them. 3. Adaptability. Adaptability in Stoic women is like water flowing through a river, ever-changing yet steady, strong yet flexible. It's a remarkable ability to navigate life's twists and turns with a calm resilience that feels almost otherworldly. Imagine someone who, when faced with unexpected challenges, doesn't panic or resist, but instead bends with the force, adjusting to the new terrain without losing her core strength. That's the magic of Stoic adaptability. What makes it so intriguing is the mindset behind it. Stoic women understand that change is inevitable. Resisting it only leads to frustration and suffering. Instead, they embrace the Stoic principle that while we can't control the events of life, we can control how we respond to them. In this way, adaptability becomes a superpower. It's not just about being flexible in the face of new circumstances, but about mastering the art of letting go of what we can't control and focusing on what we can: our attitude, our choices, our actions. Picture this: a Stoic woman is in the middle of a project at work, and suddenly everything changes. The goals shift, the deadlines move, the team dynamics flip. While others might spiral into stress or disarray, she takes a breath, assesses the new situation, and adjusts her sails. Her mind isn't cluttered with complaints about how things should be. Instead, she's laser-focused on what is and how to move forward. In that moment, she is like a seasoned captain steering through a storm, confident that no matter how wild the waters become, she has the skill to navigate them. The beauty of this adaptability is its quiet strength. It doesn't scream or demand attention. It works in the background, constantly adjusting, recalibrating, and finding the best path forward. This ability to pivot without losing composure gives Stoic women an unshakable edge in both personal and professional spheres. Whether it's a sudden life upheaval, a career shift, or a change in relationships, they remain centered, flowing around obstacles with grace, not rigidity. But adaptability isn't just about survival. It's also about growth. Every shift is a chance to refine their character, to sharpen their skills, and to strengthen their resilience. This mindset turns what others see as setbacks into stepping stones for personal development. In a world that's constantly in flux, Stoic adaptability is a profound lesson in living fluidly, balancing strength and flexibility, and embracing the unknown with courage and calm. It's a quiet, powerful reminder that those who can bend without breaking are often the strongest of all. 4. Natural leadership. Natural leadership in Stoic women isn't about power plays or commanding attention. It's about influence that radiates quietly and steadily, like a beacon guiding ships through fog. What makes this leadership so intriguing is its foundation in self-mastery and deep integrity. Stoic women don't lead because they desire control over others. They lead because their own inner compass is so finely tuned that others are naturally drawn to follow them. Imagine being in a room full of people scrambling for control, voices rising, egos clashing, and then there's one person, calm, collected, observing the chaos with clear, steady eyes. She doesn't need to shout to be heard. She doesn't need to dominate the conversation. Instead, her presence alone shifts the energy. When she finally speaks, it's with clarity, purpose, and focus. People fall silent, not because she demands it, but because her words carry weight. This is the essence of Stoic leadership. What makes Stoic women such natural leaders is their deep connection to Stoic principles, most notably, the understanding of what is within their control and what isn't. In moments of crisis, they don't panic or get caught up in the drama. They see clearly, act decisively, and maintain their emotional balance. This ability to remain unmoved by external chaos while focusing on the best course of action creates a gravitational pull. Others instinctively trust their judgment, and feels safer in their presence. Their leadership is rooted in empathy and reason, not manipulation or fear. They know that true leadership is not about forcing others to follow, but inspiring them through example. Stoic women lead by embodying the virtues they hold dear: courage, wisdom, justice, and self-discipline. They don't tell others how to act, they show them through their own actions. This authenticity creates an unspoken trust, a quiet confidence that people want to align themselves with. What makes this natural leadership even more powerful is its adaptability. A Stoic woman doesn't cling to rigid hierarchies or outdated rules, she adapts, much like water finding its way around obstacles. In changing environments, she remains calm, adjusting her strategies as needed without losing her core principles. Her leadership isn't about following the traditional path to power, it's about creating her own path, and in doing so, showing others that they can do the same. This kind of leadership doesn't burn out, it builds. Over time, it cultivates a community of like-minded individuals who respect her not just for her decisions, but for her character. People follow her not out of obligation, but because they see in her a model of what leadership can and should be: wise, resilient, humble, and strong. In the end, Stoic women redefine leadership. It's not a badge to be worn or a position to be claimed. It's an organic result of living with purpose, integrity, and the courage to make decisions that benefit the greater good. It's the kind of leadership that doesn't fade but grows stronger, rooted in a deep well of Stoic wisdom, and grounded in the unwavering belief that true power lies in self-mastery and service to others. 5. Being enigmatic. Being enigmatic is one of the most captivating traits of Stoic women, drawing others toward them with a magnetic pull that can't quite be explained. It's not about hiding behind a veil of mystery for its own sake, but about embodying a quiet depth that makes people curious. What lies behind their calm exterior? What thoughts or wisdom are brewing just beneath the surface? This enigmatic quality makes them fascinating, inviting questions but never offering all the answers at once. Imagine meeting someone who, in a world of oversharing and constant noise, is a master of restraint. She speaks with intention, choosing her words carefully, making each one count. She doesn't feel the need to fill the silence or explain herself constantly, because she's at peace with the unknown and confident in what she doesn't say. This selective expression leaves people wondering, what's she thinking? What's her perspective? And it's this unanswered question that makes her presence unforgettable. What's intriguing about this enigmatic nature is that it's not about creating distance but cultivating intrigue. Stoic women, grounded in the teachings of ancient Stoicism, understand the power of not revealing everything, of leaving space for others to think, reflect, and wonder. They know that being mysterious doesn't mean being evasive or closed off. It means revealing layers gradually, only when the time is right, and never all at once. This approach mirrors their own journey of personal growth, unfolding slowly, intentionally, with each layer offering new depths. There's also a profound emotional depth that Stoic women carry, though they don't wear their feelings on their sleeve. Rather than spilling every emotion or thought for the world to see, they process things internally, reflecting deeply before reacting. This composure, far from making them detached, gives them an aura of wisdom and control that others instinctively admire. They seem to always have something more going on beneath the surface, something worth exploring, though they're in no rush to reveal it. The enigma of the Stoic woman also lies in her ability to remain unaffected by external praise or criticism. She doesn't seek validation from the world around her, which makes her hard to define in typical terms. While others might be swayed by trends, approval, or judgment, she remains steadfast, unbothered by the whirlwind of social expectations. This internal strength adds another layer of mystery. People can't quite pin her down because she doesn't fit into any conventional mold. Even in relationships, Stoic women remain intriguingly elusive. While they're deeply present and engaged, they don't give themselves away too easily. This keeps a dynamic sense of curiosity alive. Their partners, friends, and even colleagues often find themselves wanting to understand them more, to get closer to the core of who they are, but never feeling like they've fully arrived. And that's exactly what makes them unforgettable. In a world where people often try to be seen and understood fully, Stoic women master the art of being just out of reach. They don't force connections or conversations, but when they do engage, it's with such authenticity and thoughtfulness that it lingers. Their enigmatic nature is an invitation, not to immediately know them, but to gradually discover the depths of their character, to peel back the layers of their stoic resilience and quiet wisdom, and to realize that there's always more than meets the eye. Being enigmatic in this sense is not about playing games or being elusive for effect. It's about living with intention, processing life deeply, and letting others glimpse the strength, wisdom, and grace that lie within, but only in pieces, and never all at once. This is what keeps them interesting, what keeps people coming back, eager to learn more, yet always aware that there's more than they will ever fully grasp. It's a profound and subtle power, one that captivates without effort. 6. Aversion to gossip. Aversion to gossip is one of the most intriguing hallmarks of Stoic women, setting them apart in a world often saturated with idle chatter and sensationalism. In a society where gossip can feel like a social currency, these women stand resolute, embodying a quiet rebellion against the trivial noise that often distracts from meaningful connection and personal growth. Imagine a gathering where the air is thick with whispers, opinions, and speculations about others. In this environment, a Stoic woman moves with poise and grace, her presence like a calm oasis amidst the storm of superficial conversation. Rather than engaging in the ebb and flow of gossip, she chooses silence or redirects the conversation toward deeper, more substantive topics. This doesn't come from a place of judgment but from an understanding that gossip is a fleeting distraction, devoid of the richness that true connection offers. Her aversion to gossip is not simply a preference, it's a conscious choice grounded in Stoic principles. Gossip can often breed misunderstanding and foster negativity, creating a cycle of judgment that detracts from the pursuit of virtue and self-improvement. By refusing to partake, she maintains her integrity and commitment to a higher standard of dialogue, one that values respect, kindness, and understanding over the trivialities of others' lives. This aversion also reflects a profound self-awareness. Stoic women recognize that when gossiping about others, it's often a reflection of one's own insecurities or dissatisfaction. They choose instead to focus on their own growth and the values that truly matter. In a world where people are quick to point fingers, they understand the importance of empathy, realizing that everyone has a story and struggles that may not be visible at first glance. What makes her stance even more captivating is the aura of confidence it exudes. By stepping back from the fray of gossip, she positions herself as an independent thinker, unafraid to resist social pressures. This independence makes her a beacon for those seeking authentic relationships. Others are drawn to her, curious about her perspective, and eager to engage in discussions that spark inspiration rather than sow discord. Moreover, her aversion to gossip can become a powerful catalyst for change within her social circles. By modeling thoughtful dialogue, she invites others to rise to the occasion, challenging them to explore deeper conversations and to connect on a more meaningful level. This subtle yet impactful influence often leads to a shift in the dynamics of her relationships, promoting a culture of honesty and respect. And let's not overlook the element of freedom that comes with this choice. By distancing herself from gossip, she frees her mind from the mental clutter that accompanies it, no longer burdened by the need to keep up with who said what or the latest drama unfolding. This liberation allows her to focus on her passions, aspirations, and the connections that truly enrich her life. In essence, the Stoic woman's aversion to gossip is more than just a personal preference. It's a profound commitment to living authentically and thoughtfully in a world that often prioritizes the sensational over the substantial. By embracing this principle, she not only nurtures her own inner peace but also cultivates a landscape of meaningful relationships, inviting those around her to join her on a journey of deeper understanding and connection. In a realm dominated by fleeting chatter, her choice stands as a quiet testament to the strength and clarity that come from valuing substance over spectacle. 7. Non-judgmental approach. Non-judgmental approach is a captivating characteristic of Stoic women, embodying an artful balance of empathy, understanding, and detachment. In a world rife with snap judgments and superficial assessments, these women stand as calm observers, viewing life through a lens that prioritizes connection over criticism. Picture this: a gathering where opinions flow like a river, and everyone feels compelled to label and categorize. Amidst this whirlwind of judgment, the Stoic woman remains poised, her presence radiating a serene confidence. Instead of jumping to conclusions or casting aspersions, she leans into curiosity, inviting conversation and exploring the nuances of others' experiences. Her non-judgmental stance is rooted in the Stoic belief that everyone is on their own unique journey, shaped by their individual backgrounds, struggles, and aspirations. By embracing this perspective, she recognizes that each person's actions and choices are often reflections of their own circumstances rather than definitive markers of their character. This insight transforms the way she interacts with others, fostering an atmosphere of acceptance rather than criticism. What makes her approach so intriguing is the sense of freedom it brings, not just to herself, but to those around her. By withholding judgment, she creates a safe space where people feel comfortable expressing themselves without fear of reproach. This openness encourages deeper conversations, allowing relationships to flourish based on authenticity and vulnerability. Friends and acquaintances are drawn to her, eager to share their stories and insights, knowing they'll be met with compassion rather than scrutiny. Moreover, her non-judgmental approach doesn't mean she turns a blind eye to actions that may be harmful or misguided. Instead, she offers constructive feedback rooted in kindness and understanding. She believes in the potential for growth and transformation in everyone, viewing mistakes as opportunities for learning rather than as definitive failures. This perspective not only helps her cultivate meaningful connections but also inspires others to strive for betterment, knowing they won't be shamed for their missteps. In an age where social media often amplifies judgment and division, the Stoic woman's demeanor stands in stark contrast. She models how to navigate the complexities of human interaction with grace, encouraging a culture that values understanding over condemnation. Her conversations are rich with inquiry, diving into the why behind behaviors, fostering deeper insights that challenge superficial thinking. This approach also brings profound personal growth. By practicing non-judgment, she frees herself from the emotional burdens that come with harsh evaluations. Instead of being ensnared by resentment or negativity, she cultivates a sense of peace and clarity. This liberation allows her to focus on her own journey of self-improvement, all while nurturing a spirit of camaraderie with those around her. Ultimately, the non-judgmental approach of Stoic women serves as a powerful reminder that we are all intertwined in this human experience. By embracing empathy, understanding, and a commitment to seeing beyond the surface, they invite us to rise above the noise of judgment and connect on a deeper level. In doing so, they not only enrich their own lives but also encourage a collective evolution toward compassion and authenticity, a necessary antidote to the often fragmented and polarized narratives that dominate our world. 8. Strength in adversity. Strength in adversity is a hallmark of Stoic women, embodying a fierce resilience that transforms challenges into powerful catalysts for growth. Imagine standing on the edge of a storm, the winds howling, the rain pouring down, yet there stands the Stoic woman, unwavering in her resolve. She doesn't merely endure hardship, she embraces it, finding in every trial an opportunity to fortify her spirit. At the heart of this strength lies a profound understanding of life's inherent unpredictability. Stoic women recognize that adversity is not an anomaly to be feared but a fundamental aspect of the human experience. They approach difficulties not with dread but with an open heart, ready to mine them for wisdom. Picture her facing a setback, a job loss, a relationship breakdown, or a personal failure. Instead of succumbing to despair, she steps back, reflecting on what this experience can teach her. This process is akin to alchemy, transforming the lead of hardship into the gold of insight. In her journey, every struggle becomes a lesson. Every moment of pain is a chance to learn about her own strength, resilience, and capacity for growth. It's in these testing times that her true character emerges, revealing the depths of her courage and the richness of her inner resources. What's particularly intriguing is how her strength in adversity serves as a beacon for others. When she faces life's storms with grace, she inadvertently inspires those around her to rise to their own challenges. Friends and loved ones witness her unwavering spirit and begin to see that their own struggles can be met with the same fortitude. In this way, her resilience doesn't just uplift her, it creates a ripple effect, encouraging a collective embrace of adversity as a pathway to strength. Moreover, this strength is deeply rooted in self-awareness. Stoic women cultivate a rich inner life, engaging in regular reflection and introspection. This practice allows them to confront their fears, insecurities, and limitations with honesty. Rather than shying away from discomfort, they lean into it, understanding that growth often emerges from the very edges of their comfort zones. In moments of crisis, they find clarity amid chaos. Where others may flounder, caught up in a whirlwind of emotions, the Stoic woman remains grounded. She harnesses her feelings, channeling them into constructive action. This isn't about suppressing emotions, rather, it's about integrating them into a broader understanding of herself and her circumstances. She becomes a master of her own emotional landscape, using adversity to fuel her fire rather than extinguish it. The beauty of her journey is that it's not just about personal fortitude. It's also about community. Stoic women often extend their strength to others, offering support and solidarity in difficult times. They understand that resilience is amplified when shared, and they create spaces where vulnerability is met with compassion. In a world that can often feel isolating, they forge connections that remind us all of our shared humanity. Ultimately, the strength in adversity exemplified by Stoic women invites us to rethink our relationship with challenges. Rather than viewing them as burdens to be avoided, they become invitations to rise, evolve, and transform. In their unwavering stance, we see a profound lesson that true strength is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise with grace, find purpose in the pain, and emerge on the other side, not just intact, but thriving. In this journey of self-discovery, we delve into the essence of the Stoic woman, whose personal development is fueled by uncertainty and adversity. She recognizes that the road to excellence is not solely marked by triumphs but also by the lessons learned from setbacks and small victories. Each challenge she encounters becomes an opportunity for growth, reinforcing her resilience and character. As she rises after every fall, she not only strengthens herself but also enriches the world around her. By embodying her best self, she serves as a beacon of inspiration, illustrating how to navigate life with grace, courage, and the wisdom of Stoicism. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you found value in our exploration, consider subscribing and sharing your thoughts. Your engagement fuels our mission to spread this transformative wisdom,